Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Yeah, but I gotta say,
I think the Cow fits, especially for a game number one, right? Put effort onto one of his most comfortable champions. We saw how powerful it was as well yesterday.
but there's still ample scaling, right? And yeah, I don't love playing Kalista.
This is not great. As Teddy, of course, with a frost shot, going to be very happy. Even manages to get the ward down. There's the flash. The follow flash comes through, and Teddy, welcome back to the main roster. First blood solo kill. Finds
Now
it.
to handle himself in team fights, and this is a setup that is being looked for. 5 versus 5.
Yeah, all of Liiv SANDBOX still waiting on the wings, but the eye's going to get poked of Shelly, and she's down very low already. Croco pretty far away from this one. Moonfall in hand. There's the smite. There's Carrier going to move on forward. The arrow will connect, and there's no... Oh my goodness! Into the backline goes the cannon. The lightning is cutting them down. The Emperor's Divide's beautiful. The Wombo combo, amazing from T1 as Fate will have to flash away. Summit in trouble as well, and the flashes to follow Fate will mean that he can't get out, and Teddy claims another.
And that's a disastrous turn for Liiv SANDBOX, and honestly, a beautiful play by Connor. And this goes back to, Faker?
Yeah, Faker in trouble here as Summit looking to try and lock him down. He will be able to do so. So, Summit getting some revenge here on the Emperor of Shurima on the top side. 100% kill contribution, definitely very, very scary. And T1 going to take the first Drake as well as the tempo advantage. I mean, they've kept it since the level 1. And even though Faker gets killed on the top side of the map, it hasn't really altered the game state in one bit. There's now effort, chasing after, does get the flash forward as there's the Moonfall from Croco. Teddy going down very, very low as Faker is in position. Teddy still alive for now as the culling comes through, but Fate can't walk through the wall, and Teddy, he's out of there. Now the rest of T1 trying to survive Emperor's Divide. Not necessarily working fantastically, but effort will eventually go down. And Teddy is still alive somehow, wandering up through the forest as now Canna trying to get out of this one. He is going to get smashed down there by Summit with the wallop as Owner is going to flash after him. There's the stun, there's the kill, and the possession will come through afterwards, and Owner gets revenge.
And doesn't get his rent resets, isn't able to get a lot more done as effort is...
Oh dear. Yeah, effort could be in trouble here. Doesn't have his unbreakable will. There's the exhaust. They do back away. Teddy actually getting out of there. Will give the kill over to Owner potentially, but no, effort is just given a way out. Nope, the stun comes through, and he is going to die. I find it interesting that Teddy's like, no, there's a minion wave, everyone. I'm going to place down the Rift Herald, and we're going to grab this turret and a bunch of extra plate gold. They do exactly that.
From Prince, but like, what does it get you? And unfortunately, the answer is nothing. It's just a lost summoner.
Well, maybe an arrow to the face, because now without that cleanse, it's going to be very difficult for Prince to survive. As Shirley going to make a visit here to the mid lane. 17 minutes onto the clock. This should be this turret falling down pretty comfortably, as Owner is just going to continue eradicating Croco's jungle of anything that can give Croco money. As the arrow, not going to connect there. Croco going to be able to use his dash cannon to get himself out of the way. As Shirley gets another charge. Zoning arrow to come through there, I guess you could say. As this tower, not long for the world, as they are just going to stick around and take that one down. So 2 turrets very swiftly here for T1.
Also insane.
Well, now, Teddy very close to having his ult back up. Carrier's got his, lands it pretty nicely there onto Prince. Now the counter engage to come through as Carrier suffers only half of his health bar, but decides he wants to go back in again. Flashes away. Prince is going to keep himself alive as Teddy off to the side will get Fate's called for the knock-up. The arrow is going to connect, but it's onto Effort, who had his ulti, but I think the T1's wallets are just a little bit too heavy. As into the backline goes Canna and eviscerates the members of Liiv SANDBOX, still here standing, as Effort now just trying to clop his way towards the top side of the map, and Summit wasn't even here.
That's not okay, Oni. You can't both have Diana and Viego. That's not allowed.
Yeah.
And by the end of the fight, it doesn't even matter anymore, and my hat's off, because this game from Teddy, scenario needs to happen. You can't draft this same type of comp.
Oh, arrow will connect there onto Fate. There's the chain CC and an extraordinarily dead Lucian, and now Owner has decided that he wants to be the champion. Prince going to be taken down as well. The possessions will continue. It's a possession procession here in the mid lane as T1 will move over to the Baron. As T1, I apologize for that. That was not great. Starting off strong here, Chronicler, don't you worry, as the Baron is now going to be under fire. T1 wanting to use this to finish off the game.
I was going to give you some positive feedback. I actually loved it, but you didn't even give me the opportunity. You had to take that away from me like this Baron. is getting taken away from Liiv SANDBOX. T1 take everything. And there's scenarios where trading a Dragon for Baron, rather, for a Drake is not worth it. When it's Soul Point, you know it's kind of that gray area. They're clearly not.
Oh, look at Faker here just holding this Siege minion in Baron form, just smacking down that turret, just soaring through past its turrets. But I liked the attempt. Here's a flash forward though, not going to find the stun. His owner's going to get headbutted out of there. Carrier now possibly in trouble as the Emperor's Divide lands onto so many, and into the backline goes Canna Summit, looking for Teddy, but now he has to get out of the way. Teddy flashes after him, the wallop comes through, but Teddy, oh, he's going to fall in the end. Avoids the boulder, but can't avoid the massive auto attacks here of the Gnar. Meanwhile, the rest of T1 will mop the floor with Liiv SANDBOX. So it was all a cunning ruse in the end. And now, with this Baron buff and multiple Siege minions, they're looking to try and break these Nexus turrets. It's only Summit and Croco left available. No Moonfall, no Gnar available either. It looks like it is just going to be both of the Nexus turrets and T1 backing away.
Well, Teddy makes his first mistake of the game. The fights, the skirmishes, the reads on Liiv SANDBOX.
I think like the Ashe lane into Kalista is already way too hard for Kalista, but if you give your opponent an early longsword by dying against your opposition,
and having no
it
flash.
skews the game so extraordinarily far, as now we're going to have possibly the final fight. As there's the Emperor's Divide to get rid of Effort. He's thrown away Fate's Call. Will keep him alive, but it's not going to work out for Croco, as Canna with his slicing Maelstrom moving towards him doesn't really do too much with it. However, stops anyone from being able to attack T1. There is no defense for this Nexus, and T1 will obliterate Liiv SANDBOX in game 1 of this best of 5.
We even see the flex there, the SANDBOX logo coming out, and